to him when I made a revelation of what is ahead in Oyo State. And I stand by what I've said. Nobody in this country, I stand to be correct, has ever said, well, FAYOSE said, has been contradicted by his new actions over time. So, whatever I say, is either I have the right information from the source, or I am privy, one way or the other, to certain activities. Let me say it again. Makinde, the current governor of Oyo State, has an agenda to remove the Olubadan from Ibadan. Whether it will now fly, whether it will happen, it's another story. Because during this week, and let me say to you, I told someone I don't want to mention here, that incident of coronating people in their absence. I said it before those actions, and they told me it's not going to be possible. And it actually happened, coronating people behind them. And again, I said it over time that Governor Makinde got 50 billion naira. It was firmly denied by his commissioner at the time. But eventually, when I provided the evidence, they accepted that it took 30 billion. All those ones are history. Again, this one, the activities that followed my revelation, that Olubadan will have been queried this week to explain his role in the aborted coronation. What has played out in the last 48 hours has confirmed there is a lot to it. And I'm telling you, Makinde has not stopped. He will still take steps in his desperation to show that Olubadan will go. And if you know very well, Makinde has installed a number of traditional rulers. The Shoun is there, the Alaafin is there, the Olubadan is there. Tell me which of them is Makinde's friend. So at this level of my life, I have nothing against anybody. But when things are needed, when we need to say things about the future of a place, of a country, of a society, we need to come out strong. Today, this had boomeranged for Makinde that I know, and I'm telling you, has not given up. However, I have this word for him. The word is, the public should pardon me. If your landlord has anything to do with your wife, you as a tenant, you go. If your tenants, a male has something to do with, no, you are mixing it up. Let me start again. If I have this word for Governor Makinde, to let him know he's a tenant. I was a tenant in government house at some point. If your landlord has anything to do with the tenant's wife, it is still the tenant that will go. And if it's the other way around too, it is still the tenant that will go. Governor Makinde's tenancy is about to expire. This Olubadan only has date with destiny and with God. But Makinde has destiny with the Constitution of Nigeria, and his tenancy has no renewal in another 10 months, 11 months, close to a year. So let him tread cautiously. Let him be cautious. And I'm telling him before, because I have experience. I was the youngest of the set of the current Olubadan as governor. So I know what I'm talking about. So Governor Makinde, like Igbola people who say, there are all. Time will catch up, and time is almost catching up. Let me equally say this to you. If you look at the pattern, Governor Makinde does not have a consistent relationship to know who he will hand over to. He's gambling. He doesn't know who he will hand over to. So I want to appeal to that young man. I don't say you should not aspire. I was governor at 42. So I'm not saying he should not aspire. But he should not allow his head to be bruised. He should be very careful. Debo Ogundoyin. Yes, he's our young person aspiring well. But he should tread cautiously. You know, it's easy for people to want to find favor with the governor and come and lie against the stool of his Olubadan. That is very petty. That was exactly what Governor Makinde did when he had a conversation with the president in the closet and came to the public and started discussing his conversation with the president. Let me close by saying this. The game is up for Governor Makinde. He has no party. He has no credible individual to hand over to, and he's having issues. And I want to say this by adding this addendum. If you have noticed the last 3 governors of Oyo State, they run into issues towards the end of their tenure. With all due respect to Governor Debo, towards his tenure, the end of his tenure, he had issues with the public. I love him, he's our brother. I'm just saying that Makinde should learn from the past. I had issues when I was governor, so he should learn from us. Governor Akala had the same issue towards his end. Makinde is towing the same path. The end is to be to nowhere. Thank you very much.
Sir, please, sir, before you were Dr. Makinde, what really transferred?
There's what changed. You are making a lot of mistakes. You are mixing facts. It's not whether what changed. We're talking about Olubadan. So if I'm with you, Makinde, or if I'm with anybody, so the institution must come down. So what we're talking about are issues. I'm talking about issues, not personal relationship with Governor Makinde. You understand? And when you say I'm with Governor Makinde too should be with us. We are leaders. I was governor in 2003, 23 years today. I was only a young, fine young man at the time, and I'm still fine. So I'm not kicking. I am in the game. The shoes are jumping. So let him take it easy. With what Olubadan said today, Olubadan says, I can't fight anybody as long as you are more Ibadan. You know, when I first broke this thing, the 2 of them said there is no fight. Is there no fight now? Yes. Answer now. When I said it, the palace said no. They said no. Who is lying now? Is it me or them or who? So I'm telling you, there are issues. But if Governor Makinde is wise, let him melembe.
Thank you.